everybody. As you can see, my bed is not very made. Thank you for the 9 months, Darius. Thank you. How are you guys today? Actually, I should have probably folded my blankets. Why is it so dark in my room? Let's see if I can fix this. Thank you for subbing with Prime, Sad Boy Soju. Thank you. What's on the agenda today? Oh yeah, so the new PoE trailer came out, so I wanted to watch that on stream. But I just wanted to stream for like a little bit today and say hi, I guess. I don't know. I was gonna draw, but I don't feel like drawing. Or yesterday I said I would draw more, but I don't feel like drawing today, so just watch Scar. Oh yeah, I think he co-streamed it earlier, but I wasn't awake at that hour, so I have to go watch it myself, you know. Let's see. I got the video. I could probably find it on YouTube somewhere. Let's see. Path of Exile trailer. 5 hours ago. I'll probably watch it in a little bit, but I have it open now. Thank you for the 2 months run GMC, and thank you for the sub with Prime, Vonmon. Thank you. Have I read any books like there's a 30-minute trailer? I don't know if I can sit through 30 minutes of a trailer. It's like the whole like not demo, but like a presentation of the new expansion. Or dude, my neck and my back, like how I feel right now, it feels so stiff. I need someone to like punch my back. Like I need the Hulk to literally like punch my back, realign my back, upper back. That's how I feel. Like I just want like I just want a new set of bones. Is this what aging feels like? Chiropractor? I mean, yeah. I feel like I've been saying for the past year or so that I need to go to a chiropractor, or I want to go see one, but I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. You remember when you were little, you stood on your grandma's back? Same. I actually did that with my dad. My dad would always ask me to step on his back to crack his back, and I was like, you sure? And he's like, yep. And I was like, alright. Gamer posture? Yeah, actually, my posture, I'll actually show you guys. My posture when I'm drawing, I have one knee up, like both legs are on the chair. So I'm drawing like this. Like this. So, honest, I'm not like this, but my upper back is straight, but it's just resting on my knee like this. So I'm just on my computer or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. It's just how I am. You know, keep you up exactly, so it doesn't make me like lean far, like too far forward, you know. Thank you for the 11 months, Gio. Chiropractors are a godsend. I got to go to one for a month after getting rear-ended super hard, and it felt like you got a new set of bones. Well, if that isn't the most convincing thing you could say to me, I don't know what would be. I would definitely love to. I would love to experience that. The gamer chair isn't the best ergonomics. Yeah, I think I should buy a new chair actually. If I need to spend money this year, it would be on a better chair. Because this chair is like a... I don't know how long I've had it for, but it's definitely not my chair of choice. Actually, the chair I was using before this was even worse. Because it was like a $30 chair. Like a really, I don't know. Kumo uses it now as a scratching post. So that chair is being put to good use. After 24, things just go downhill. Does it? I don't know. I definitely do feel like as you get older though, you can't handle the things that you used to be able to do. I felt that this morning, like my stomach was kind of hurting. Cause what did I eat yesterday? I ate the dinner that my brother made, but then after that, I had a bunch of chips. And that was it for my food yesterday, and I definitely felt that in my stomach when I woke up this morning. You're hanging out, you're chilling. Yeah, I'm just hanging out today. Just for a bit. Probably gonna play some WoW later on in the day. Gotta get my my mount before PoE comes out, which I definitely will this week, so. Did I finish coloring? No, I haven't. I haven't touched it since where I left it last night. What mount? It's the it's a Sin Touch Death Walker? What? Sin Touch something? Seeker? Death Seeker? Something? It's just like the one where you get for completing all Mythic 15 dungeons. Thank you for subbing with Prime. Easy, thank you. What time did I sleep last night? I think you should be asking me what time did I sleep this morning. Which, this morning, I slept around like 6 a.m. I tried to go to sleep earlier. I think I got in bed at 3 a.m. and I was like, alright, cool. I'm gonna sleep before 5 a.m. and I was just watching my friends' Discord streams while they were playing WoW, and then I checked the time and it was like 5 a.m. Then I realized I wouldn't be going to sleep before 5 a.m. because it was already 5 a.m. So, yeah. Your body peaked at 12 and you had bad spine problems ever since. Sad. Sag. I feel that actually. So did I see the sun come up? Yeah, I saw it get light outside. But, that's not really, weird to me. That happens to me quite often, so, yeah. Hi, Nicholas. Such is the way of life. You're in such a bad routine. 3 a.m. sleep, and at 8 a.m. get up for work. Well, I could say I'm glad that you get at least 5 hours sleep, but you could definitely be getting more hours for sure. You know, it's a great time to sleep when the birds start chirping. Is it? I mean, if you're a light sleeper, probably not, but if you can sleep through it, all the power to you. You sleep way too much when you're on break? I mean, that's fine. You should be sleeping, resting, because you know, the older you get, the less you could probably sleep in. I think I read somewhere that the older you get, the less sleep you require. So, you know, enjoy your sleep while you can be resting. Before you start, like, going back to work or school or anything like that. What camera do I use? It's the Logitech C920, I think? I believe. Am I gonna stream PoE? Honestly, okay. I don't usually do this. Okay, actually, let me watch the PoE trailer first, and then I'll pinky promise you guys that I will. But Scar told me a little bit about the PoE League, so now that I'm thinking about it, PoE is more of like a soloable game. Like, you know, you just kind of map by yourself and do the things by yourself, so I'll watch the trailer soon. Also, I have food, but I forgot about it. My brother got food, so yeah, we don't use any of those emotes anymore around here. I think I removed all of them. So if anyone's asking for my stance on that thing or about the whole ordeal, I removed all the emotes related to that person. So yeah, I mean, that's how I personally feel, and I don't want to see someone's face that has those views in my channel. So I hope you guys can understand that. If you don't, then that's just too bad. But yeah, you guys can use. There's so many other nicer emotes that you can use. What am I eating? Hold on, I'll show you in a second when I get it all out. I got some fried chicken. Is this a turtle? It's an apple dragon. If you haven't played Pokemon, Appleton is an apple dragon. Who am I hanging out with? I'm hanging out with my chat. That's who I'm hanging out with. Alright, I'll show you guys my food. But I don't know if I'll be able to, like... Well, obviously there isn't as much, but... Because my brother and his girlfriend took some, but... Food. I don't know if you guys know what Bonchon is, but... It's Korean fried chicken, so... There's that. And... There's they also got me... I need water, actually. They also got me Somi Somi. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like... I think this is filled with Nutella, taro, and red bean. I don't... It'll be a mystery. I think one is red bean, one looks like Nutella. Okay, this doesn't look as appetizing, but you know, it is really good. I really like this, but... There's some chicken in... There's some rice in here, and there's some radishes. But... Thank you for the 6 months of Melian Hybrid. Thank you. Let me fill up my water bottle. I'm eating good. Yeah, I am eating good. Bless my brother. I also will fix my bed a little while I'm at it. Look how messy it is. I just realized I forgot the top to my water. So this is, remember when I made New Year's resolutions? I was gonna drink out of this one, so it says like, it kind of like tracks how much you should drink. It's like full, 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and then refill. But yeah. I gotta adjust those times for my schedule. Very true, actually. What's the bottle called? I think it's called from... It's from Healthish. Healthish. Like, health and ISH afterwards. I don't know. They just sent it to me. So I was like, okay, I'll have a free water bottle. Thank you. Yeah, this is the Alinea background music. Fill it with soju? No. No. I need to cut this tag. But yeah, I've been waiting for this hoodie for like a month. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it literally has cat ears on it. It's a what do you call it? It was like a company that was collaborating with Animal Crossing. I think this hoodie definitely reminds me of Lolly, because like the ears look like Lolly. They have nice Haru cosplay. I know, it actually matches with Haru as well, but he's underneath my bed right now. So yeah, I mean there's one that looks like the raccoons, like Tom Nook and the Tommy and Timmy. Put on glasses and I'll be like Raymond. True, I have glasses, but I don't have his exact glasses. Hold on. I need to but his frames are more square-ish. But this hoodie is so comfortable and so soft. I waited for like a month or something for it to be back, or for it to deliver it to me. I look comfortable. I am. Thank you for the sub with Prime. Bobo Pop, and thank you. Very interesting name you've got there. Thank you for the sub with Prime TP. Did I think it's lost? No, it's cause it wasn't gonna ship out until January or something like that, but I bought it back in like December or something like that. I don't even know what to eat first. They gave me a little Daiso spoon. Hi Kelvin, how are you? What did I get? So, I mean, all my food is... It doesn't look full because it's split between my brother and his girlfriend and I. So I have some rice here. I have rice. I have pumapang for dessert, I guess, which I should close. And then I have fried chicken, so am I gonna put in the air fryer? Nah, it's fine. I can live without it. You know what? You're not wrong. Like the top of my hair is kind of purple. And then it's blue on the bottom. So you're not tripping out. It's actually kind of purple on the top. Thank you for the 25 months. Can I try the glasses thing? What glasses thing? That sounds like a Pokemon song. It is. It's when you cook curry with your Pokemon. Where's the veg? There's actually a singular cucumber here. I did put on glasses. It's the Cooking Curry OST, not the casino. Healthy? Is it healthy? Should I watch the PoE trailer while I eat? There's a 30-minute one though? I don't know. My weekly Kiko. I was actually laying in bed the other day thinking about vegetables and fruits and my balance of, you know, the food pyramid. I was like, wow, I need to eat more veg. My problem with fruits and vegetables though is that if I buy fruits, I'll forget about it and then it'll go bad. Or like I'm in a rush to eat it all at once because it's about to go bad. Because like when you buy fruits, usually you have to like wait for it for a little bit to get a little bit more ripe, you know? Especially bananas. And like, I don't know, you're too busy gaming and then you go to your kitchen like 3 days after and they're like super brown and like, okay, maybe I'll make it, maybe I'll make some banana bread, but then I get too busy gaming some more and then I forget to do that, you know? Too much gaming. Yeah. I need to like, you know what I should do before PoE comes out actually? I need to meal prep some balanced like no instant food, but something I can microwave so I won't feel really bad every time I'm like waking up after my 2-hour naps of playing PoE, because my sleep schedule when I play PoE is like I'll probably stay up for like 24 hours. I'll take a two-hour nap, wake back up and start playing again until I'm just too tired and then I have to pass out again. I'm gonna forget to eat it. No, I will eat it if I get hungry. You can't wait for the new league? I'm curious as to what... I mean, I know what the new league is a little bit, but I haven't watched the video yet, so... I was gonna do that, and I need to find it. It's a 30-minute video. But I mean, I guess I could just watch however much. I don't know how much of you guys even, like, watch PoE. I don't know what this is gonna show. So he's gonna show my... It's showing nothing. Okay. Huh? Properties. There you go. There you go. Leak. What did I leak? Nothing. Alright. I think we just leaked my black screen. Okay. How do I... You know, this is good enough. Good enough for me to eat and watch at the same time. Thank you for the sub with Prime Hellos, and thank you for continuing the sub, K-Dog. Thank you. 30 minutes. Are you guys ready? Because I'm not. Is that audio good?
Beware what you ask, nomad.
Or is it too loud?
Curiosity is a charming trait until it is not.
You watched it live? I haven't watched it yet, so...
Not coerced. It will create more questions than it answers.
The audio's good? Alright, perfect. This is like watching a show, basically. It's 30 minutes long.
To bind and silence the screams within your mind.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. Thank you so much for joining us today as we unveil Path of Exile's 3.13 expansion. This release contains everything you've come to expect from a Path of Exile expansion release. A new challenge league, new skills, new items, metagame rebalances, and an endgame content update which will leave a lasting impact on Path of Exile.
Yes, I have played Path
Our
of
team
Exile
have been
before.
very hard at work over the last few months, and we've got a lot up our sleeves to share with you today. But before we jump in, we wanted to mention that Twitch drops are enabled for the duration of this live stream. Below the stream, you'll find the instructions to link your Path of Exile account to Twitch so that you're eligible to receive drops.
Oh yeah.
2020
I didn't do that,
was certainly a difficult
whatever.
year for development,
I don't
but
care.
it was also one that saw a lot of big things happen with Path of Exile. In late 2019, we held our first ExileCon convention, where we announced several
Should I move my
projects,
camera
including
so you
Path
guys
of Exile
can
2 and Path of Exile Mobile. Throughout 2020, we developed 4 major expansions: Delirium, Harvest, and Heist,
see the caption?
as well as the one we're going to unveil today.
I mean, sometimes I like reading
we launched on the
captions,
Epic
so
Games Store and released our Vulkan renderer and a macOS client for Path of Exile. We're really proud of what we achieved last year under difficult conditions and
A
can't
Mac
wait
client.
to continue the journey with you through 2021, where we expect to reveal much more about Path of Exile 2 and Path of Exile Mobile, as well as 4 releases for Path of Exile, including the one you're about to see. Thanks again for being here with us. It wouldn't be possible without you.
You're welcome, Chris.
We'll kick things off with a 3.13 announcement trailer, then take a deep dive into
Bayclass
exploring the new expansion's
podcast.
content and features. Once the reveals are wrapped up, we'll launch into a live Q&A where community streamer Ziggy D will ask me questions from Twitch chat, so be sure to get your questions ready. Once the Q&A is over, we'll be jumping into an episode of the Bayclass podcast, where Taki Cat and his crew of Path of Exile veterans will discuss today's reveals. I'm sure you're keen for me to stop talking
I
and
wanna start
revealing
as
the new
mines
content,
too.
so let's jump right
Actually,
into
if
the
there's
3.13
bossing.
trailer. See you on the other side.
The other side. Every time someone says the other side, I say the other side, because if you guys play Warcraft, there's a dungeon called the other side, and I can't help myself but say it all the time.
What drives you, Exile? Is it justice? Revenge? Honor? No. It is power.
PoE MTXs are so pretty though.
We felt your deeds. Felt their shockwaves ripple through the void. You have our
It's kind of
attention.
loud in my ears. I'll hear that a little. What game is this?
Now
Path of
you must
Exile.
keep it. Your limits will be tested. Break them. Do what is thought impossible, and the Atlas will follow.
Oh, this looks sick. 11 new maps, wow. New skills, wow. Okay. Ritual League. Those look like a patch you could play for a really long time. Like there's a lot of progression.
Stars themselves
And, like,
bear silent witness.
Those are bringing Harvest back.
How far
That's
will you
exciting,
bend
actually.
before you break?
Basically 1 week too.
That's one of my favorite Path of Exile trailers. We've released, what, like 35 trailers so far over the last decade, and I still get shivers watching each new one. Props to our video guy Evan for great work as usual.
Thank you for the sub with Prime, Mr.
So
S.
there's a lot to cover based on what we've just seen. Let's get right into it. In
Yeah, I mean, I always
2016, we
always
introduced the
decide on
Atlas
my
of
league
Worlds,
starter like
a formal
two
progression system for Path of Exile's
a
endgame
day or
maps
two
that
before
culminated
the
in a
league comes
pinnacle
out.
boss fight against the Shaper. Since then, the War for the Atlas and Conquest of the Atlas expansions have expanded the Atlas system, introduced new endgame bosses, broadened mechanics, added new
There we
rewards,
go.
and provided more opportunity for mastery of Path of
So you guys
Exile's
can actually
endgame.
read the caption.
The Echoes of the Atlas expansion introduces a new pinnacle boss, a new way to fight many map bosses at the same time, 11 new maps to explore, and new endgame rewards to earn. Just a few map tiers into Echoes of the Atlas, you will begin to encounter an NPC called the Envoy. It seems that when the Elder was sealed, its absence didn't go unnoticed. the Envoy speaks ominously of new visitors to the Atlas. The first such visitor, and the focus of this endgame expansion, is an entity called the Maven. You'll first encounter the Maven in the boss arena of a map, where she will make the boss encounter more difficult and watch as you do your best to defeat it. If you're successful, she'll give you her beacon, which lets you call her to any map in that region, so she can watch more fights.
Okay.
After showing her your boss-killing prowess, she will give you an invitation to her own realm, where she has prepared a special challenge. The Maven really wants to push you to your limits and has fabricated copies of the bosses she watched you defeat. This time, however, you'll have to defeat them simultaneously. If you manage to best her challenge, she'll politely ask you to do the whole cycle again.
This is so cool, actually.
More and tougher fights, and her next challenge will contain 4 bosses, then 5, then 6, and finally 10.
10? Oh my god.
If you're persistent and talented, you may even get to fight the Maven herself in a very difficult boss encounter designed to challenge the strongest and best.
10 Katava's Toggers, no thank you. I would cry.
Offers the opportunity
doing
to
this on hardcore seems
including Atlas passive skill
a little
points,
spooky.
craftable watchstones, and even the Maven's Orb.
Actually, I wonder if they'll do the League mechanic
As
for
you
hardcore
complete
players.
the Maven's challenges, you'll earn a new type of passive skill points that can be allocated on a special passive skill tree in that region of the Atlas of Worlds. Each of the Atlas's regions has its own passive tree, and they generally have around 20 nodes to choose from. You can earn up to a total of 10 skill points per Atlas region. Let's check out some of the Atlas passive choices in the Glennick Cairns region. This branch allows you to focus on Beyond, increasing the amount of experience granted by Beyond monsters, but also allowing you to spawn more Beyond monsters really easily. The Torn Veil notable will drastically increase the quantity of Beyond demons you can encounter. The Legion branch has a notable passive which increases the amount of time you have to break enemies out, and makes it easier to break them out. It's an example of a skill that you could invest into while you're weak, and then remove it later once you're more powerful. And yes, as I implied here, there is an orb that lets you refund Atlas passives. The Incursion branch allows you to more easily get higher tier rooms in the Temple of Atsuatl, and helps you make a definitive decision on whether to swap specific rooms. On the Ambush branch, the tamper-proof notable passive upgrades all strongboxes to be rare and corrupted. This synergizes incredibly well with the Ambush Zana mod or prophecies like Monstrous Treasure. While it prevents you from re-rolling valuable types of strongboxes, the sheer number of corrupted 6-socket and 6-link items will certainly be tempting. Now let's have a look at
There's
the
a lot
passive choices
to learn
available in
if
the
you get
Lex
into
Proxima
PoE
region.
for sure.
The Harvest branch
And there's,
can increase your chances of finding a sacred grove, increase its crafting rewards,
It's a
and
bit
make it more likely
intimidating.
that you'll encounter a Shabi. We'll explain later in the presentation about how Harvest is being integrated into the core game in this expansion. The Torment branch can increase item drops from possessed and touched monsters, as well as populating the area with some already possessed monsters. These synergize quite well with the Sextants that guarantee a certain amount of rewards from possessed monsters. The Delve branch can increase your Sulfite gains.
This game is probably the
grant more
least
Master
beginner-friendly
Favor,
game I
and grant
know.
more Nico Master missions.
I
The
agree.
Sulfite Infusion node
It
in the
has so
passive
much
grants
information
Sulfite
to
for
delve
defeating
into.
map bosses, regardless of whether the area has Nico present. This means that you'll be constantly gaining Sulfite for every map you do in a region, which is a great strategy if you're not already using Sulfite Scarabs aggressively. There are also breach
So I think
passives,
I'll be
which
streaming
increase
this
your
week.
chances of
I want
encountering a
to.
breach and ramp up the difficulty and rewards of your breaches. Naturally, new endgame content means new endgame rewards. Watchstones are an endgame item that can be placed in the Atlas of Worlds to upgrade a region's map tiers and add new base maps to that region. There are 2 types of existing watchstones: quest item ones that can upgrade a region and can't be traded between players, and unique ivory watchstones that provide special bonuses and can be traded. These unique ones are consumed after a number of maps are run. The Echoes of the Atlas expansion introduces 3 new types of craftable watchstones: titanium, chromium, and platinum. Like regular watchstones, these never expire.
If you
but
follow a
unlike
guide
regular watchstones, they can be traded
in
and
someone's
crafted.
build
They are found
while
quite
you're
late in
starting
the
out,
progression
it's
through
pretty
the Atlas.
useful.
The eventual goal is that you replace all of your base quest item watchstones with new craftable ones over time as you upgrade your Atlas. Each of these 3 types of new watchstone has its own special mod pool, but there's also a shared mod pool that they all draw from. Like flasks, they can only be normal or magic. You can't find or craft rare watchstones. Because you can have up to 4 watchstones socketed in a region, up to 8 mods can affect that region, and some quite large bonuses to specific content can be stacked. When combined with the Atlas passive trees, these really allow you to optimize what content you encounter and the rewards from that content.
Okay.
The Maven's Orb is an endgame crafting currency item that can only drop from the Maven herself. It allows you to craft influence modifiers when 2 or more are present on an item, by removing one modifier and upgrading another. When upgrading an influence modifier of the current highest tier, it upgrades to a new elevated tier that can have additional properties. This file
Can't believe you're sitting through this live stream for a second time. Sorry. I need to watch it myself too.
Physical damage taken is lightning damage 1. When we apply a Maven's Orb to it,
I mean, I
it
could like
randomly
times
removes
2
one of
speed
these
it.
mods
Actually,
and
we're like
upgrades the other one to become an elevated influence mod. In this case, it
halfway
upgraded
through
the
it.
increased intelligence mod to also have +1 to the level of socketed intelligence gems. The other influence mod was removed. This opens up a mod slot, of course, so it's now possible to add another mod to it. Let's YOLO
I got
Exalt
deleted
for
my
good
VOD
measure.
yesterday because I was listening to music, and I
Maven's
didn't
Orb
want.
crafting is only going to
any
be performed
chance
by the upper
with it.
echelons of elite players, and pushes the boundaries of the best items that are possible in Path of Exile.
Bougie crafting. I love crafting.
One of the
Actually,
things that
crafting is
players
like
look
one of the
forward
most
to in
fun
an
things in
endgame Path of
PoE.
Exile expansion is new maps to play. In Echoes of the Atlas, we have added 11
Dom.
new types of maps to the Atlas of Worlds, covering a wide variety of environments. And of course, each comes with its own challenging boss fight. Let's have a look at 4 of these new tile sets.
Scar was telling me that Deadeye seems good this league. I was like, Deadeye.
One of the reasons why these new maps look so good is that the environment art tile set and level design teams working on them have been doing so much work on
Do you have
Path of
any
Exile
idea when I
2
might play?
recently. And it's not
I
just
have
the
no
4
idea.
maps
I
that
want
we
to
showed
start
you
off
here.
as a
There's
minor
7
build.
other new maps with
And
upcoming
also,
bosses
since
to
there's a lot of
discover in-game
bossing,
in this expansion.
I probably would prefer doing mines, but
Whenever we release a new
See?
quarterly Path of Exile update, we start a new challenge league. These are essentially a fresh server to play on for that expansion launch, where players explore the new league mechanics, rush to conquer the new economy, race to level 100, and try to get the best items before their friends. The challenge league being released
Thank you for the
alongside
7 months,
Echoes of the
Syndrome.
Atlas
Thank
is the
you.
Ritual League. In the Ritual League, you'll discover several mysterious altars in each area you explore. Slay the monsters at the ritual site and then activate the altar to initiate the ritual. When
Okay.
it begins, you'll be enclosed within the ritual circle and will have to face off against both the onslaught of monsters you've just slain and also the specific powers of that altar.
Okay.
Each subsequent ritual in the area will summon all the monsters from the previous ones, so the difficulty and reward ramp up as you challenge yourself with each successive ritual.
Kind of reminds me of Breaches a little bit.
Monsters you kill after you have activated a ritual grant you points called Tribute. At the end of each ritual, you'll have an opportunity to spend this tribute on various reward items.
Time to
These
build
items
Cyclone
vary
again.
greatly
Cyclone
in
is...
power and cost,
It's fun for
so
a
you
little
may find
bit.
You can afford several cheaper
Breach
ones
and
or one
Corandus,
more
but really
valuable one.
nice. Yeah.
For clarity, Tribute doesn't transfer between game areas.
Every time they run out of ideas, they just do something similar
As you
that's similar
complete
to Breaches
subsequent
a
rituals in
lot.
the same area, more potential rewards will
I
be
haven't played
revealed,
PoE
which
for
can be
that
very
long. I started
expensive.
playing during
If you can't afford to purchase a reward outright, you can spend a portion of its
the
cost to
Metamorphosis
defer it until
League.
later.
That's when I
This
started
info
playing.
will show up in a later area at a reduced price. Items can be deferred multiple times until you can eventually afford them, and for some of the most valuable rewards in this league, this may be the easiest way to obtain them. You can also spend some tribute to reroll the contents
Oh yeah,
of the reward
Metamorph
screen one time
League
per
was
instance
like...
if you'd like a new set of reward items to choose from.
I would just pick the strongest
Among the
things and
many
wonder
other
why I
rewards you
get
can
one
choose from in
shot
Ritual
like
are a
half the
special
time.
new set of ritual base types. These are craftable items that have different implicit
No, I don't play
modifiers than
hardcore.
Path of Exile's regular base types.
Dude, like, playing
Specifically,
hardcore in
they have a
this
strong
game compared
upside
to like
combined
any
with an
other games I've
accompanying
played
downside.
hardcore, this
If you
is
can create
like
a build that mitigates this drawback, then you can take advantage of the power of these
different
items
breed.
to craft them into something amazing. For example, these Nexus gloves reduce your maximum mana, but have a chance of immediately refunding the mana spent to use a skill. If you can work around
Everyone
this
got one
restriction
shot
to
of
your mana
Metamorph.
pool,
Yeah,
you
true.
can
I would always hear my
periodically
friends
use skills
go
for
just
essentially
say
no
like,
mana cost.
I just got one shot.
Here are two other
Or
examples
like sometimes
of
things would be too
types.
strong, and they'd have to like ask someone else to come in and kill it for them.
Applies the crush debuff to you, removing your physical damage protection. However,
This game has way too many random one-shots, IMO. Yeah, it happens. Like I always watch like last week for Heist.
Such as if you already have no armor or
when streamers like first did Heist and you just get like one shot opening a door, and then you learn your lesson.
If there are other sources of accuracy to rely on, then this is potentially a huge increase to the lightning damage you deal.
You love the MTX in this game, same.
In the end game,
I think PoE makes one of like the best visual effects for their game. It looks really like the fights,
this increases both the difficulty
the abilities
and the rewards of the
for your.
rituals, as well as
It looks so
generating even
good.
more tribute to spend on those rewards.
But then, like as a new player, like if someone is trying to get into PoE or they're like
For
looking
example,
at it,
because
they're
of
like,
the chance of encountering a headhunter
I don't
or
know
mirror
what's
of
going
Kalandra
on.
as rewards.
Because I
Using
tried
ritual vessels
introducing
increases the
PoE
chances you'll be
to a
offered those
friend
items and allows you to afford them.
because I think he would
In
like
addition,
it.
you can use these vessels to
I was like, what's a
substantially
cool
increase
build
monster
to link
density
him?
in
And I was
maps
like,
on
you
maps
know,
like
like Cast on
mechanics
Crit
like
Ice
Behold
Nova looks
Delirium,
really
for
cool.
example.
But then
Using
like you
vessels,
probably
have
won't
control over the
understand
risk
what
and
the heck
reward of
is
your
going on
hardest
because
ritual
everything's
encounters.
just blowing up in the video.
Vessels are tradable both
But it
before
looks
and
cool,
after they
you
contain
know?
monsters.
So yeah.
In addition to the new endgame content in the Ritual Challenge League, a large focus of the Echoes of the Atlas expansion is on its Ascendancy classes. Path of Exile has 19 Ascendancy classes, which let you
I mean, I'm
specialize your
not
character
recommending
further than the
Cast
base
on
character
Crit. I was
classes
just
allow.
saying like
To unlock
to
your
show
Ascendancy
them
class,
how
you must
cool
find
the
the
game
Altar of
looks,
Ascendancy at
you
the
know?
end of
I mean, I
Lord's
showed them the
Labyrinth.
Cyrus fight
In
because
this
I think the
expansion,
Cyrus fight
we've rebalanced every one of
looks
these 19
pretty cool,
classes and have significantly reworked
but
3 of them. The Elementalist,
isn't
the
PoE
Inquisitor, and the
basically
Dead Eye.
Diablo?
The aim of these changes is
If
to
you had to
redistribute
compare
and simplify
PoE and
power, so
Diablo,
that Ascendancy passive skills perform stronger single
Diablo's
functions more
like
effectively. Let's check some of them out. The Elementalist has always been a good general Ascendancy
you know, like
class for
those
many
little
elemental
baby
builds, but lacked
baby
really
cars you get,
in-depth
like
build
the
options.
red
Now you can
and
pick which elemental elements to use for
yellowish
greater build
like
customization,
plastic
as well as
toy
providing more
cars that like
consistent power
babies
against
just
tougher
like
enemies.
drive around
The
in,
Elementalists can also protect
that like
themselves from
only
a large
children
amount of
can fit in.
elemental damage.
That's like Diablo. And then PoE is
Bastion
like
of Elements provides a significant defensive shield against elemental damage, which can
you're
be
like in
further
Fast
enhanced
and
by allocating
Furious
more
and you're
skills
just
in
like
the passive tree
racing.
and ascendancy
Like
tree. The Legion
like
of Primordial and
yeah,
Elemental
Diablo's for
skills
like
focus
little
on golden
babies.
builds. Taking Legion
Okay,
of
okay.
Primordial now
It's
means
not that
the
it's
bombs
like
automatically
it's
respawn
just that
4
it's
seconds after they die.
the learning
To make your
curve
golems
of
immune to
Diablo
elemental damage,
is
you now
not
need to spec into Elemental as well as
comparable
Legion
to
of Primordial.
PoE because PoE you can do
Previously,
so
the Shaper
many
of Desolation
things.
skill forced you to improve
But
both
Diablo is
shocking
like
and chilling,
there's like
even
set
if you didn't use both. We've
like
now
if
moved
you
these
look at the
benefits into
skill
their own
tree for
branches,
PoE and then you
culminating
look
in
at
the Shaper of
Diablos, you're like,
Flames,
okay,
Winter,
this
and
game is
Storm
like
skills, allowing you to pick which elements you improve.
totally
You can
different.
use and enhance Ignite, Chill, and Shock on any build. Master Mode
A
Discord
great
no longer
comparison. I mean,
focuses on
hey, I
powers
loved
and
playing
allows you to
Diablo
strip
back
all
in the
elemental
day.
resistances
I
from
haven't
enemies
touched it
effectively.
for quite some time,
Pendulum
but
of Destruction
in
has
the
been
past I
reworked
played
as
it and I
Heart of
had fun,
Destruction,
but
providing more elemental damage or area of effect when you need them most.
no offense to Blizzard, sometimes just like
The Inquisitor has
you
derived
know,
much of its
like
power from its
sometimes their
inevitable
games are
judgments fight,
fun, but then
the
like
rest of the tree
you don't
is
look
fairly
forward to the next
straightforward,
season
unlike
because there's
anything
nothing
truly
new,
unique.
or they changed like
After our
one
changes
thing.
in
You're
this
like,
expansion, many more of the
I guess we'll
Inquisitor's
just
skills
like
provide
tune like this a
significantly more
little
offensive
bit,
or defensive power,
and that's it,
while
and
Instruments
that's
of
like your
Zeal
next
opens up an
Diablo
entirely
season.
new
But like
and very
PoE, they
unique
like make
playstyle.
different leagues. The skill
Let's
tree's
have a look at
insane.
some
You
of
can
the
go
new
so many
Inquisitor
builds.
ascendancy
You can
skills.
make your own build if you
Highest
really
Path
want
no
to.
longer affects attack
And
and cast speed.
yeah,
It now
there's
allows you to
just-
double the potential recovery of life regeneration by having it apply equally
It's
to
like an
energy
endless
shield.
game.
Sanctuary no longer provides mana, but now has a larger damage bonus from Consecrated Ground, up from 10% to 15%.
Do I understand cluster jewels? Not
Righteous
exactly.
Providence has been
I
simplified a
flipped
lot.
cluster.
It
I
still
made
focuses on
cluster
critical
jewels
strike chance, but it now
to make
scales it up
money.
by a
That's what
percentage
I
equivalent
did,
to
but
either
I
your
mean,
strength or intelligence value, whichever one is lowest. It also provides
am I gonna
plus
play
50 to
Diablo
both of these
4?
attributes, which
I
is a
don't
huge
know. I
benefit
have
in
to go
multiple
see
ways.
what it's
You'll
about.
definitely
Maybe
want
if it
lots
looks
of both
cool, but
attributes.
I'm done with Diablo 3 at
Instruments of
least.
Virtue has been simplified and made more powerful. Its benefits no longer strictly apply if you've cast a spell or attacked recently, but it now grants 10% more attack damage for each non-instant spell you've cast recently, up to a maximum of 30%. It also grants Battle Mage, which causes you to
Hi,
gain
Mega.
added spell damage
Mhm.
equal
Am
to
I
the
done
damage
eating?
of your
Yum.
main hand weapon.
Done
This
eating
provides
for
a lot
now.
of new
I'll probably
hybrid
eat more
spellcasting
later,
melee
but
build possibilities.
I mean, I ate all my rice and I ate like
You can
Doopy's
combine
chicken,
instruments of
so I'm
virtue with the
chilling
new
for now.
instruments of zeal
I'm about to
ascendancy
show
passive.
Deadeye now.
This introduces the concept of fanaticism, which causes spells you cast yourself
Really like
have
playing PoE and
75%
looking
more
forward
cast
to
speed,
3.15
reduced mana cost, and increased
for this
area of
style
effect.
game style ARPG. I
Fanaticism
think
is gained
Lost
by
Ark has the
using
best
text
things.
regularly, giving huge bonuses for weaving
Lost
attacking
Ark
and
looks
spellcasting
really
together.
pretty, but I've heard a lot of things
Historically,
about the
Deadeye
end game,
Ascendancy was the best
and
place to find a variety of strong projectile-based
there's
effects.
not much to do
But over
later
time,
on.
more of these effects have shown
I
up
think
on
PoE
items,
was just
and the Deadeye has
so
lost much of what made it unique.
so
We've
solid.
brought the uniqueness back to this ascendancy with a variety of new mechanics that enable new ways to build and play ranges.
They always
Let's have a look at the new Deadeye ascendancy skills. Far Shot now deals 60%
for like
more
every
damage to
league, they
enemies
always
far away
make
from
a
you, which is
replay
up from
factor
30% before,
and like keep
but now
things
also
fresh
deals
at
20%
least.
less
I mean, some
damage to
people
enemies that are
aren't
close.
happy with, you
It no
know,
longer has a projectile
some
speed
leagues,
bonus, but
but
now removes the spread from your barrages. This additional damage rewards Deadeyes who can
it's
keep
so
their
funny
distance from their
because every
targets.
time a new league gets
Previously,
released,
Ricochet caused your projectiles to
that
chain an
previous league,
additional
when it
time
is
of
released, they're
10%
like,
more damage to each
man,
remaining chain.
like last league
The
was
new
so much
Ricochet
better.
allows your projectiles to both chain
Like
and
that
reach
that's
your
what
target
happens
and
like
have a
every
chance to
single
chain
time
off
that I
walls
hear
into
people
range.
say they're like, right
Endless
now
Emissions
it's gonna
has been
be
simplified to offer two
what is
additional
this called,
projectiles
Ritual League? They're
rather
like,
than one
man, they're gonna
additional
be like,
projectile and some
man.
other minor bonuses.
Actually,
This
I don't
skill
know
is
if people
accessible
will
behind
say
3 of
last
the
league was
Deadeye's
better.
parts, making it an
But I
option for
remember
many
doing
different
like
Deadeye builds.
I don't know if
Occupying
people will say
Force
that
is a
about
new skill that
Heist.
benefits Mirage
But I
archers by
remember
granting
doing
you
like
additional
Metamorph
odds and allowing
League,
you to
and
be
then what was
separate
the
from
league
you.
after Metamorph? Was it Harvest?
Gathering Winds now always grants Tailwind to permanently boost your speed, and the increase to
Oh,
Tailwind
Delirium.
effects per skill used is now given by
Yeah,
the
then
Gale
people
Force
were like,
buff.
I miss Metamorph League, and then like
Windward enhances the
after
Gathering Winds
Delirium,
passive by making Gale Force a lot more effective.
it just
with
like
the
keeps
drawback of
going.
losing your Gale Force if you're hit. If you can stay out of the fray, this potentially makes your character even more potent. The Rupture skill previously helped Critical Strike bleed builds. It's been renamed to Rupture Ring and has been simplified while being made more powerful. Critical strikes
Yeah, I
that inflict
barely
bleeding
played
will
on
also
Delirium
inflict a
League
rupture,
because I was
which
just like,
causes bleeding enemies to lose more life
I
and
don't
their
like
bleed
this.
expires more quickly. Focal Point is a new skill which improves the effect of mark skills that were made more powerful in our recent Heist expansion. It increases the effect of your marks by 75% and makes surrounding enemies deal less damage.
yeah, this is Path of Exile. I'm just watching the trailer, or
As you
yeah,
have seen, the Elementalist, Inquisitor, and Deadeye have
coming out
undergone
in a
some major
week,
changes
so
in
we'll
this
see.
expansion. We have also improved the other 16 Ascendancy classes and will show you some of the changes to the Slayer to demonstrate what you can expect. Some Slayer effects were much stronger than others, limiting build choice. We've now provided more power spread out over a wider selection of passives while allowing easier access to the Slayer's special leech mechanic. Brutal Fervor and Endless Hunger have switched places on their Ascendancy branch so that Life Leech is more accessible and can be further improved by speccing into Endless Hunger. Masterful Form still forces you to have endurance
Smith.
charges
I'm
equal to the
not
number of frenzy
interested in
charges you
playing
have.
Rust,
It
but
now grants an
also
additional
I wouldn't
frenzy
ask
charge instead of
either.
increasing endurance and frenzy charge duration. Overwhelm's base critical
They
strike
removed the
counts
double
for attacks
casting
with weapons
totems
has
for the
been increased.
Hierophant Ascendancy, really?
Hopefully you now have a good idea of the scope
Well, you know,
of
I'm
changes
not,
that we've
I'm
made
not,
to the 19
I'm not looking to
Ascendancy
play
classes.
totems anymore.
While the biggest
So
changes to the three we're heavily revamping, the Elementalist,
you're watching the
Inquisitor,
stream
and
making
Deadeye,
dinner.
all of
What are you
the
making
others
for
have
dinner?
received at least numeric attention also.
Anyone else not know
We
what to play
believe that
until
the
the
new
day of
design
release?
philosophy
Yes.
for Ascendancy passives makes them easier to
I think
understand and
that
a more
runs
concentrated source of
with a
power.
lot of
We look
people.
forward to reviewing the
I
rest
think
of the
last
changes
week
next
Scar
week.
didn't decide
Like
on
with
his
improving
class
Ascendancy
until like the
classes,
morning
adding new
of. He
skill
was
and
like,
support gems to Path of Exile helps
we were
create new
talking like
ways
the
to play.
day before
In the case of
Heist
the
League, and
Atlas,
he was
we've
like,
introduced two new gems that
I think
provide
I'll just
versatile
wake
ways
up
for you to
early and
build
see
powerful
what like the
characters.
streamers are doing,
These are the
or like
Hydrosphere skill gem
when they
and
talk
Ascendancy
about their
support
builds in
gem.
the morning before it gets released. And I was like,
First, let's have a look
okay.
at Hydrosphere. The skill summons a huge sphere of water that you can move around to crush enemies. While it is active, you can apply cold
Yeah, I
and
think
lightning
copying
elements.
like a streamer's
With
build
impulse
is
for a duration,
usually
afflicting nearby
safe,
enemies
but
with damage matching that
it's
element.
gonna be
The
expensive
player is
because a
applying
lot of
freeze to
people
the
are
Hydrosphere
watching that
with freezing
streamer,
pulse,
and
that causes it to repeatedly damage
they're gonna
surrounding
be
enemies with cold damage.
yeah, they're gonna be copying.
Here's the gem
their
of
build.
the Hydrosphere. The skill gem
Thank you
can be
for the
acquired
sub
from
with
level
Prime,
34 and can be
Thank
supported with
you.
spell, area of effect,
Math will build
duration,
prices,
cold,
yeah.
orb, lightning, and physical
If you
support gems.
like, the
Pulses
one
every
thing to
0.4
avoid is
seconds while an element is
whatever
applied to it.
Mathil is playing, don't
It
play
also
it, or else
converts its physical damage to
unless
cold
if
or
you're
lightning
willing to
damage based
spend a
on what
lot of
elements are on
money.
it.
Yeah, Cast on Crit is pretty
The
pricey. I mean,
Trinity
like,
support gem is designed to support builds that deal
popular
multiple types of
builds will
elemental
always
damage.
be
While Trinity supports
expensive
your
for
skill,
sure.
any hits that deal damage with a specific element will build resonance with the other two elements. The more resonance you have of every element, the more damage the Trinity support gem provides. When you have high resonance with all three elements, Trinity also grants elemental penetration. Here you can see the player using Ball Lightning with Unleash.
What game is this?
This
This is Path of Exile.
Three elements. To power up the Trinity support gem quickly and
I mean,
uniformly, the player alternates between
I don't know anything about PoE, so if I even stream this game, there's no way that the build I play, I mean,
in addition to introducing the two entirely new gems we described, we've done an extensive balance pass on other skills. We have buffed over 40 existing gems.
Like the streamers that actually play this game, they like know this game pretty well, or you know how to min-max pretty well. But for me, I'm just like,
full details will be available in the patch.
I guess this will work. I hope it works. Or I just refer to, yeah, someone else's build.
As well as introducing and rebalancing skills, another important aspect of keeping the metagame fresh in a Path of Exile expansion is adding new unique items to discover and build characters around. Unlike most items you find in Path of Exile that are randomly generated,
just trust in someone else's POV, yeah. And then later on, if I'm like curious about like what the top people, you just go to like
introduces 10 new unique items, some of which are
POE racing or whatever to see like what that person is specking into or what they're using and things like that.
Scorched ground as you travel, which applies the scorch element to enemies standing in it. When scorched enemies die, they have a chance to set fire to surrounding enemies, dealing a percentage
just
of
make
slain
sure
enemies'
that your
life
build
over time.
isn't like extremely
These create an
expensive.
interesting and new way to support your build with fire damage. This is a new unique amethyst ring called Black Flame, which is
I mean, I
themed
guess
around
every
fire
game
and
is
chaos
just
damage.
so boring to
Its
level up.
headline effect is that your ignites now deal chaos damage,
But you know,
along with a cool new
at least
chaos
PoE
ignited
it's
effect
like
on monsters. Also,
4 to 5 hours if you're fast.
The wither will no longer expire, and you can build up to its maximum
But
of
if you're
15
taking your time,
stacks,
it's probably
if the enemy survives long enough, that is. Along with
It's
its
fun
various other
leveling with
benefits,
friends.
this unique ring should ignite a few new ways of playing fire and chaos damage characters.
I'm gonna play on stream today. Oh no,
These new
I'm not
zealot
playing
gloves are
PoE
called
on
Hand of
stream.
the Fervent.
I mean, the
They
new
create
league isn't
interesting
even out, so I
interaction between
wouldn't.
physical damage and the mana
I'm
cost
not
of
playing
skills.
that until it
The
gets
unique
released.
ability of these
So.
gloves happens whenever you use a skill. They grant an effect called Sacrificial Zeal, which both adds a quarter of the skill's mana cost to spell physical damage, but also hurts you to the tune of 150% of the skill's mana cost over 4 seconds. They also reduce your enemy's physical damage reduction. When we have time during an expansion's development, we try to identify past leagues that can be integrated into the core game.
Leveling
as
up became
optional
old
side
like
content
6 years
with
ago.
a few
Yeah,
improvements.
very true.
This expansion contains
I'm so
2
excited
such
that
leagues.
Harvest is back. Actually,
Last year, we released
it'll
the
be
Harvest
so
League,
nice.
which allowed you to grow a garden of monsters, fight them, and then use their lifeblood to craft your items in powerful ways. Watching this league unfold made us realize 2 things.
Okay.
Firstly, the crafting options were so powerful and so easily accessible that players had unprecedented access to almost everything they wanted very quickly. Secondly, even the players who did enjoy the mechanics of growing their own garden would probably find it boring if that was something they had to do every single league. When deciding how to integrate Harvest into the core game, we knew that we had to curtail crafting somehow, but we didn't want to just do this by nerfing it a lot. We needed a smarter solution that still allowed players to
Farmville.
plan and perform powerful crafts. We also
Yeah,
knew
I
that we didn't
hated
want
going
players to
into
have to
my
grow and manage
grove.
their own
It was
gardens
so
every league.
boring.
So let's check out how Harvest works as part of the core game in Echoes of the Atlas. In Echoes of the Atlas, as you play through maps, rather than finding a seed cache, you'll now encounter a portal to the Sacred Grove. But it's
You
not your
pronounce
own
it
sacred
like
grove.
cache?
It's an established one.
I always
with a full
pronounce it like
complement of
cache.
plants ready to harvest,
Cache.
fight, and craft with.
Very interesting.
The grove contains several pairs of harvests to choose between, each displaying the details of the fight and the corresponding crafting options. You can only pick one of
Yeah, I
each
didn't
pair,
like
so carefully choose which
arranging my
crafting options are
garden
best for you.
around. It
Defeat the
was
monsters
not
and use
very
their life force
fun.
to perform the crafts.
You're pretty sure that's just Chris being from New Zealand? I see.
If you're strong enough to kill the monsters, each grove represents quite a lot of crafting opportunities, and you can save up to 10 crafts for later use at the Hoarder crafting station, which is now available in your hideout. We like this compromise because it keeps the exciting elements of harvest, fighting, and crafting, and drops the part that got old quickly, seed management and garden planning. We're also integrating the Heist League into the core
Thanks for
game's
liking my
optional
hoodie. I
content
like
with a
it
few
too.
improvements.
It's very comfortable.
In Heist, players travel to the Rogue Harbor to hire a crew of thieves to help them plan and execute
I hated
risky
doing
heists,
heists.
working towards a thief's ultimate goal, pulling off a grand heist. In the Echoes of the Atlas expansion, heist contracts drop from Act 6 onwards. Rogues level up their skills faster from completing heists, markers drop with higher stack sizes, and quest contracts are now dropped for you at the next smuggler's cache as soon as that quest is available. One great aspect of heists is that all of its progress items are tradable, so if you're focusing on other content, you can trade away your contracts until you're ready to go on some heists.
This is so boring. It was like a dopamine hit in the beginning, and then they nerfed it, and then you got nothing from it, and then no one wanted to do it, and then they're like, oh shoot, we realized that we, you know, nerfed it too much, and then,
supporter packs that are available right now to celebrate the Echoes of the Atlas expansion and the Ritual Challenge League, and to help fund the ongoing development of Path of Exile.
I won't mind doing heists every once in a while, but I definitely don't like running through them very often.
To spend in the store, social frames, forum titles and badges, a download of the digital soundtrack, and of course exclusive cosmetic microtransactions such as armor sets and character effects. The Renegade series has an exclusive pet, and the Faithsworn series an exclusive portal effect. Each series has 2 packs, and the smaller packs can be upgraded to their respective larger packs at any time while they are still on sale.
It's all like...
These are, of course, in addition to the new core packs that we released a couple of weeks ago. Remember to check those out if you haven't already.
They're kind of cool.
Thanks so much for your support. As you know, purchases of these packs are what fund ongoing development.
This is all I had to watch.
Its expansions and its sequel. Speaking of Path of
Thanks,
Exile 2,
Chris.
we know you're keen for an update.
Very cool.
While today is all about Path of Exile and Echoes of the Atlas, we have plenty of Path of Exile 2 and Path of Exile mobile updates planned for you this year.
Syndicate League? Oh yeah, I didn't play
Our team has been creating some amazing stuff, and we can't wait to reveal it to you.
Before when I played.
So, I'm sure you have a bunch of burning questions about Echoes of the Atlas. Stay tuned as we're joined by Ziggy D, who will be hosting a Q&A with me based on your questions from Twitch chat.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'm excited for this next week. I'm pretty sure it'll be good. Yeah, I just hope, you know... Oops. Okay, I was gonna be scared if that was gonna blast my ears or not. No, I played PoE starting, Metamorph League, so it's been 2-3 years? No, not... I didn't play during Delirium. I played like 2 days of Delirium, so I don't really count as playing that league. And then... yeah, I don't know. I am comfortable. But yeah, it looks... this next league looks really promising, and I think it'll be a lot of fun, and... there's like multiple ways to progress, so... it's fun. How was my day? It's been good. What did I do today? I got ready for stream. I didn't really do much before stream, I'm gonna be honest. I woke up, I was just laying in bed, I was really tired. I set my alarm for 1 o'clock before I went to sleep, but I woke up at 2, and then Scar was telling me about PoE. So then I was like, alright, I'll get on my computer and watch. But then I was like, you know what? I could just probably watch it on stream. So I'll save it until then. But talking about PoE for a little bit, and yeah, I feel like that's all I did today. Get ready for stream. Oh, I watched a video of WoW PvP stuff so I could learn how to PvP better, because I definitely, during this downtime, the time in between for PoE to come out, I want to do something, so I'm gonna get the mount from the dungeons in WoW and then see how far I get in PvP, I guess, and then I mean there's a gladiator mount, but I don't think I can get a glad. But you know, if I can get a higher rating so I can get higher level gear, that would be nice. Thank you for subbing, Brown Pig, thank you. Am I 10 out of 10 mythic? Oh no, I don't even have 20 people I even play with. I wish I could do mythic raids, but I don't have like an actual guild, you know? I wish I had that many people to play with. Mythic rating is intense. I was watching Echo redo their mythics this morning a little bit. This hoodie is cozy. I mean, I play with some of my friends, but we definitely don't have enough to fill out a whole entire guild. But we have made some friends along the way, so it's kind of nice. Actually, I'm just thinking about WoW and like how easily you add people. Because yesterday, my friends and I added a tank from our dungeons yesterday. He was pretty good, and he was nice, so it was a nice time. You like my sweater? Thank you. Used to mythic progression rating, and then it was such a time sink, 3 raid days a week. That doesn't sound too bad. Like, I wouldn't mind. I personally really like... Actually, raiding... I think I like raiding in the beginning, but I'm kind of burnt out of raiding right now. Yeah, I don't care for it too much. Am I gonna pinky promise the PoE stream? Yeah, I'll probably stream after I'm done leveling up my character. 'Cause streaming your leveling up process is really boring. That's something I would just do on autopilot. Yeah, so like day 1 stuff I probably won't stream because it's just... I feel like if I do stream PoE, it's gonna be extreme degen hours. Like, I'm gonna start my stream at 4 AM or something like that. Because I mean, that's generally like, I'm awake and yeah. Thank you for the 19-month squishy. Thank you. You always have a stream open while you level. Yeah, it's just like company, you know, when you're just leveling. It's nice. 24-hour leak start stream. I can do that, but off stream. But if I were on stream, I don't know about that. It seems like a bit much. I'm just not much of a fan of doing that. I don't know. After my 24-hour Pokemon stream, I don't want to do a 24-hour stream again. Are there pants that match? I think they're like shorts. This is like a pajama collection or something. So, I mean, it's just gray shorts. But yeah. You guys need to like experience doing a 24-hour stream. It's very different than just staying up for 24 hours for sure. Then it's like, then you'll know why people just don't want to do those. You thought it was a onesie? No, it's just a hoodie. Have I started a new Pokemon game yet? No, not yet. You'll do a 24 hours. I basically do a 24-hour stream off stream for 0 viewers. 1 viewer, myself. Whenever I play games, if you put it that way. No, I'm just chilling today. I just feel like sitting back and relaxing. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, throughout a 24-hour stream, I feel like people see your delirious side. You can start like mixing up things and probably will mispronounce someone's name or like I don't know. Thank you for subbing with Prime. Thank you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, people who do subathons are probably one of the most strong-willed people on this planet because I don't know how they do it. 'Cause Back when I used to watch Peter do subathons, I was just like, how is he still going? So crazy. I mean, and then also I start worrying about their health. Because, you know, if they're streaming for that long, you know, and they haven't slept. Hi, fairy type. Yeah, it is very, very unhealthy. Which is why I don't really do it anymore. Not that I can't stay up for 24 hours anymore. It's just that I choose not to because I feel like I'm dying at the 20-hour mark or something. So I just decide to go to sleep and leave whatever I'm doing currently for the next day. I'll probably sleep for less, but you know, getting some sleep feels at least better. Actually, sometimes I feel like I would have rather stayed up than sleeping for so little, because after you wake up from a bad sleep or you don't feel well rested, it just feels eons worse. You remember Scar falling asleep mid-team fight? That sounds super funny. When he ended up doing a 25-hour subathon a few days ago. Oh my goodness. Well, I hope she's well rested now. How old am I? 25. I feel so cranky when you don't get your sleep. Same. I get really... Actually, I think I'm the most cranky when I'm hungry, when I'm hangry. If someone asks me something, I'm just like, what? Or like, you know, they'll say something normally, but I'll be like, I'll have more of a grumpy response until I get my food, and then I'm like, okay, I'm better. Your natural state is hangry, yeah. But then when I'm not hangry, then I'm just tired. So then it's either I haven't ate and I'm hangry and they ask me something, I'm like, or if I have ate, then I'm just like, I'm too tired. Like, those are my two moods. I'm hungry, or yeah, I'm just tired. Hungry and tired. You love food, you're cursed. I think liking food is a good thing. So like a baby, well, unlike a baby, I don't cry at night. Also, I think my camera's kind of blurry. Sorry, guys. Better. Food, coma, sleep, eat. Man, you haven't eaten. Time to eat. Repeat. Same. That's actually how I am. I wish I could find this. Like, that's why I snack so much, because if I eat a full meal, I'll get too tired. But then, yeah. It's tough. Has anyone ever told you you look like Made for twice? I think you would need to get your eyes checked, because I don't think we look very similar. But I mean, I would take it as a very big compliment, because I think she's very pretty, but there's definitely there's no similarities. Thank you for, you know, I am flattered to hear that, but I also don't think so at all. Yeah, Edison did some good subathons. I think Edison was such a good streamer. Edison was a really good Minecraft streamer. I didn't know someone could make Minecraft so entertaining. Because back then I'd be like, you know, like watching Minecraft. Like, I wouldn't really watch Minecraft, but he would actually make it really entertaining to watch. Oh yeah, and then he streamed TFT. I remember watching him play TFT. It was so funny actually, cause was he streaming during that time? Cause I actually had Edison in my lobby, and that was my game to Challenger, or well, it was Master, but then you get promoted to Challenger. Oh yeah, he was streaming during that time. And then he was saying like he would throw, because we were like the last three. We're like top 3 in that case, and he was just like offering to actually like throw or something, and I was like, no, that's fine. Like I would rather you actually, you know, play out the game, because I don't want my rating to be given to me for free. Yeah, he was playing the pirate comp. I remember he had like Tristana. That was on like Tristana, GP. What else was in that comp? MF? Maybe not. Graves? Oh yeah. Getting that 3-star Graves and Tristana, Gangplank, MF, Lucian, Gunslinger. Yeah, Gunslingers. Those are some good times. I remember when that was like the strat everyone would go, and everyone would just contest. Oh my god, it was probably the most annoying thing in the world. Just donkey rolling, everyone spending their gold. It was the worst thing in the world. The red buff, or like the shrink blade on Tristana. Those were some good times. It was such a like a no-brainer strategy. I hated that comp. But then I learned to play it, or like I learned to do it as well because it was just so strong, and then like most of the time they would win, so you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It was fun playing with everyone during that time, like set 1, but yeah, and then I quit. I quit after rushing a Karthus 2 was the thing, because I remember very clearly now. I quit during that time, or it was when Voids was the thing, or like everyone wanted a Cho'Gath. It was that or Karthus 2, but I really remember Karthus 2. Like the first person with the upgraded Karthus wins the whole lobby. And then I would just be like, I hate this game, so I just quit it. It was just too aggravating. Would I ever play TFT again? I don't think so. But I mean, I had my fun with the game. It was really, really fun. I love demon comps. I think that's probably when I climbed really high too. Demon comps, Morgana, Aatrox, they were my favorite units in the game. The locket stacking. Good stuff, good stuff. I also really liked, I think that was more in beta. Oh, no. I used to watch Keen a lot, and then he would do this comp with, Ellie Yordles or something like that. I forgot. Something like that. And I would do that. I remember the formation, like you would put Poppy in the front, like you would make a C shape. Thank you for gifting 2 subs, Crixie. Thank you. You watched Scar play the new PvE patch? Seems mad so far. I heard the new PvE patch is supposed to be good, or the new TFT patch, but I mean, I personally haven't played it. I don't think I will be playing it. I don't think I'm missing out on much. I don't miss playing TFT either. It was fun while it lasted for me. I think I just played way too much, and then I like burnt out of it when I first started playing. Oh, I loved Shyvana. Shyvana was fun too. Unkillable Shyvana, or sometimes people would stack or put all their items on Braum, and then his reflect would just kill you. Asol, I remember Asol. I didn't like that time too much, but I do remember that. Yeah, Thornmail Braum was really funny. I loved Ninja Assassins. I played that a lot on PvE. That was one of my favorite comps to play. Yeah, that's all I really remember from set 1 TFT. Shyvana and Aesol are back in 4.5. Are they still like the same trait with the dragons, or is it different now? You love Sork? I liked playing Sork too back then. Good times, good times. Actually, oops, I skipped the song that I didn't want to skip. Oopsies. Thank you for the 3 months, Rolfing. Thank you. It's called Dragon Soul, which is different. Same abilities though, but far from the exact same. Where did I get this hoodie? It's from Gelato Peak. That's what it's called. It's some Japanese brand. And they did a collaboration with Animal Crossing. And the stuff they made is really, really cute. What song was it? It was Great Fairy Fountain. I didn't want to skip it, but skip. This is Dewford Town music from Gen 3. So you're correct about the generation. What kind of content will I be posting on my YouTube channel? I don't know. I'll figure that out soon enough, I believe. You know, you'll see it when you see it. I played set 4 a little, like 4 games, yeah. I think I played a little bit of set 3 and set 4, just a teeny bit. I played a little when Dark Stars, I don't know what set that was, but Dark Stars were a thing. And people went like Candyland. And there was also like Xyland. Okay, so I played a little bit during set 3. What was set 4? The patch of rerolls, yeah, rerolling is hit or miss. Yeah, that was during Mecha Pilots. Those were a thing, right? Divine Sounds of... Oh yes, Divine Warwick. I played like 2 games or something when Divine Warwick was the thing, or like Warwick was a win with Static Shift, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't, something like that. That meant I was in set 4 when I played. Yeah. Was set 2 the one with Kiana, or was that set 3? Because I did the one with Singed. There's like poison. There's like elements, and the maps had elements, and Kiana would change. Yeah. I tried playing a little bit of that, and then that's with like Predator, Steel. Yeah. There's Zed. That was when Zed, you put like light on him, or you put redemption, and he just would never die because he had like a ton of clones. Yeah, I remember watching a little bit of that. Which one do I like better, KFC or Popeyes? I like Popeyes. Popeyes is definitely... I feel like ever since... I think I liked KFC back in the day, but when I have KFC now, something about it has changed. Like, every time I get chicken from KFC, it's soggy. I don't know, just like something about the taste, I don't like it either, but Popeyes always is consistent to me, so... Because I remember KFC being pretty decent when I was a lot younger, but now it's just like something I would never think about getting anymore, so... Do I like Raising Cane's? Cane's is good. But I don't really have one near me, so I would have to... I have to be in different areas to get Cane's. Taste buds change? No. It's like the chicken is very different. Like, I was like, was this chicken always so soggy? And I swear it wasn't, but I don't know, maybe. Do I prefer pho or ramen? Depends on what mood I'm in. Both I would generally have on a cold day, but ramen is definitely heavier, I would say. So if I'm looking to be very full and I want to pass out, I mean, I'll pass out regardless of whatever I eat. But ramen is like very much more hearty. And I feel like comparing the broths that I get for ramen and pho, I mean, if I want something a bit more like lighter, I guess I would have pho. But for ramen, ramen is something like I would eat it and just pass out instantly. I would not be able to do anything. Excited for the new PoE League? Sorry if you answered this, just tuned in. Oh yeah, I am excited for it. I will definitely be playing it. I was watching the trailer earlier and it looked good. Drinks water, food coma, okay. I don't get food coma from drinking water, but if I eat anything that's more than a snack, I will definitely pass out. Pho's pretty good after you've drank too. Like if you've had if you're drinking the other night and you wake up, and you have some pho, it's pretty good. You got an air fryer, will I share my secret recipe? I have no secret recipes, let me tell you, but I just throw anything that's possible into my air fryer. Like if I have chicken, I'm gonna throw it into my air fryer. If I have fries, I'm gonna throw it into my air fryer. All my frozen food, I throw into my air fryer. There's a lot of air fryer recipes online, but honestly, I don't really make much with it. I just heat up food with it, and it just is so much nicer. Wow, a cook of great skill. Yeah, I mean, I will cook things when I do want to eat something, but I'm not a picky eater, and you know, I don't have time to waste when I'm playing games, so I gotta throw in something. I have to be very efficient. Like, I can't be standing in my kitchen cooking for like 10 minutes, you know? I gotta like throw something in my air fryer that only takes like, you know, 30 seconds, and then I walk back to my computer, and then until I hear the beep of my air fryer, when it's done, then I go back out and I get my food and I'm back on my PC again, you know? Thank you for the 6 months, Mr. Smiles. Thank you. Yeah, I always need something fast. But I mean, when I do feel like actually eating something, I will, you know, spend time away from my PC. It depends on like what I want to cook though. I mean, I would advise everyone to, you know, make a nice meal for themselves, but sometimes you have different priorities. Did I meal prep last PoE League start? I don't think so. I feel like I bought snacks. I remember the day before PoE came out, I went to Target with my brother and then I bought some snacks. And I bought some chips and that's what I ate for like a majority of the first day. Do I make Korean food often? Yeah, every now and then I will. Depends. That's just food. Yeah, I prepared food for my long journey. Actually, my friends always hear me crunching on chips. When I'm in Discord, they're always like, yes, what are you eating today? And I'm like, guess. You just picked up the Ninja XL fryer pressure cooker and it's been great. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for the bits and book. Thank you. I'm that Discord person. Yeah, I just give some chip ASMR, you know? It's just the easiest thing to eat out of my computer. I love the lime flavored chips actually from Lay's. Those are really, really good. Pretty sure I finished that bag in like... Actually, I was pacing myself, so I didn't eat it all in one day. I ate it like within 3 days. Like a third, every single third of the bag every time. I would just dump into a bowl and then just eat it. Lime flavored sounds weird. It's good. If you like citrus and you like salty, you'll like lime. Lime tortilla chips are so good. But those, yeah, they're definitely a little bit more heavier, so I try not to eat them. But they're really addicting, so that's why I don't buy them, because I know I can't control myself with those. If you like lime, you would like lime. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. Dumping it in a bowl is the right move, or you'll just finish the whole bag. Exactly. I've learned. I can't take the whole bag with me because I know I won't stop, and I'll be too lazy to put it away until maybe I finish the whole thing. So I usually just put it in a bowl, and then I, you know, don't go back for it. My mind can't combine salty with citrusy. You just can't imagine the taste. Have you ever had tequila and, you know, you have like salt and lime? I mean, it's definitely not okay, minus the flavor, minus the alcohol. Like if you've ever had tequila, you'd probably, you know, that you could put that into perspective. I hate tequila, so thinking about that flavor kind of makes my stomach rumble, but I mean, because you actually have salt and a lime, you know? So that's the best way to put... But it's better because it's a potato chip instead of alcohol. Yeah, tequila's not my drink of choice, for sure. Disgusting. Banana and mayonnaise is where it's at. I don't know what world you live in, but that sounds a little gross. I definitely cannot imagine that mixture of flavors. This gives you childhood feels from Pokemon. This is from Pokemon. It's from Gen 5. Banana slices on top of peanut butter toast. Okay, that's very good. And if you like drizzle honey on it, it's even better. Very sweet, but pretty good, I would say. Cereal and water is slept on. I mean, if you're eating dry cereal and it's so dry you drink water, that's fine. But like putting your cereal in water is probably not a good life choice. Cereal with banana slices. Yeah, peanut butter and banana is a very good combo for sure. Doesn't soju have that thing where it's sweet or bitter? I definitely think soju is really sweet. And especially if you get the flavored ones, really sweet. I feel like it's sweet enough to give you a headache, almost. The best soju flavor, in my opinion, I don't know why I said was. probably green grape. I feel like the grape one is really good. It's like, kind of just tastes like grape juice. Ever had air dried fruit? Yes, I have. Yeah, the original soju, what? Disgusting. Would not have it plain. I always, if I have soju, I will mix it with something. Like, you know, like Yakult or something like that. I will have. Or like a popsicle. I don't know. Why do we always end up talking about food? I don't know. I mean, I could talk about food forever. So... I love Sprite. I'm personally a Sprite person, so I love Sprite mixed with my alcohol, if anything. I don't like Coke too much. Coca-Cola, when I have Coke, it's like, it makes my teeth feel like it's rotting, so I don't like having Coca-Cola too much. Do I have a favorite cocktail? No, I don't have cocktails, so I definitely don't have a preference or know what I even like, to be honest. As far as like mixed drinks go, I mean, there's some that I have at a club. Well, my friends always get AMFs or Red Bull vodka. That's their like drink of choice whenever we go out somewhere. So I'm like, I'll just have whatever they're having, and then most of the time I'm like, this is not my thing, but I mean, I'll just drink it anyways. But I'm not too big on drinks, I feel like. AMFs are so dangerous, Shiji. My friends love AMFs so much. Long Island's for you. Yeah, it's fun having drinks with your friends, but the only drink that I will actually, like alcohol that I'll have as like a leisurely thing or something that I actually enjoy is wine. I really, really like drinking wine, but if it's not wine, I won't drink it. Just willingly. Dang, I'm fancy. No. I will drink like those. Oh, what is it? Like those not like $10 bottle wines, like Stella Rosa. I think Stella Rosa tastes really good. It just tastes like grape juice. Like I don't have a refined palate for wine. It's just anything that tastes good, I will drink it. Stella Rosa tastes pretty good. Like, if you guys want some wine that tastes just like grape juice, I would just tell you to get some Stella Rosa. Yeah, it would be a waste for me to drink something expensive. I've actually had some like nice wine because my friend's dad is really into wine, and I've had some of that. You can definitely tell like the flavor, but you know, I'm fine with anything. Stella Rosa Black is really good, actually. Stella Rosa Blueberry, that sounds really good too, actually. I'll have to see if that's at the store. I love blueberries, so I would love to try it out. The one that you get from Costco, I mean, yeah, so it's, you know, not looking to spend a lot of money on it. No, I haven't finished Promise Neverland, so I don't think I'll watch season 2 of it. I kind of want to buy some cheap wine now. Yeah, wine's pretty good on occasion. Every now and then you just bust out the bottle and you're like, yep, I'm gonna have myself a nice drink. Costco is a very good one. I haven't been to Costco in a really long time, actually. I haven't been outside for a very long time, actually. If I have to put it that way. But you know, it's fine. I don't mind not being outside. What foods go well with wine? I feel like meat or like cheese. That's like generally what I have. Can never go wrong with like snacks, I feel like. What are my favorite teas? I mean, I like green tea. I like barley tea a lot, actually. I don't know. Oolong tea is pretty good as well. Milk tea. I haven't had milk tea in a very long time, actually. I stopped getting boba. I can't remember the last time I've had boba. It's probably been a couple, like 2 months at least, maybe. Tea or coffee? For the most part, I would prefer tea. Coffee if I need like an energy boost. Because I feel like anytime I have tea, even though it has like caffeine in it, it doesn't give me the same like alertness of coffee. Thank you for subbing, you mad bro 1000. Your name really took me back to like 2007 right there. Thank you for the sub. Hello from Germany. Hello. Lasagna or cream pasta? That sounds actually really good. Rage comics. Yeah. I remember when that was a thing. It was very popular. What place do I miss the most this pandemic? I don't know if there's a specific place I miss. Honestly, every time I walk outside, I just miss being able to like walk outside without having to really worry about anything. And yeah, I mean, I never really liked being outside too much, but I just miss going out to places with my friends. Daph said she wore Rage comics shirts in high school. You know, I'm really grateful that my parents didn't give me like, wouldn't buy me anything online, because if I did, or if they did let me buy stuff online, I would have probably been very embarrassing as well. I thought Rage comics were funny back then too. It was just a thing, you know? It was like the humor. Like the memes back then. But yeah. Like looking back on it now, you're like... Everyone is embarrassing when they're young. I mean... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you always go through some phases, for sure. How do I like my steak cooked? I like medium rare or medium. Those two. That's what I grew up with. My mom likes well done, but every time she gets well done, it just tastes like or it feels like I'm chewing on rubber. So I'm not much of a well done person. Would I eat rare? I've eaten rare before. It's okay, but it's like rare is like too chewy. Medium rare is like probably the best because it's like there's some chewiness to it, but it's like rare feels like I have to chew a lot for it as well. Mom got power teeth for well done. True. You're definitely sorry to your younger self. Honestly, my younger self enjoyed those times, and you know, whatever you might think is cringe now, but I laughed my butt off at half things that you probably find cringe today. So you know, as long as younger me was having a good time, I have no complaints about it. Is that how I like my burgers too? Yeah. Yeah, I need some Wagyu. It's been hyped up. Wagyu's pretty good. But I feel like it depends on where you get it. Am I ever gonna draw new emotes? When I have ideas for them, like I personally just never have ideas for what emotes should be. You know, the only thing that I can think of is the sniffling one, because I just sniffle all the time. But other than that, there's nothing else I can think of as an emote, because that is something that I do every single stream very constantly. So, yeah. You remember all the Tumblr memes back then? Yeah, Tumblr was definitely a place for memes to reside. I should have a resident sleeper emote. Do I do that a lot? I don't know. I do when someone suggests something and I think it's boring. Actually, I got from Leslie. Leslie used to do that a lot. I don't know if she still does it now, but when I used to watch her a ton, she would just go all the time, and I just thought it was just the funniest thing. Anyone remember AIM? I loved AIM. AIM was my top choice of communication, my chatting platform, I guess. That's what you would call it. She still does it a lot. Yeah, Resident Slider is a good emote. AIM was fun because you could customize your alert noises, or like when you would log on, you would have like your own personal like noise. My friend would, I just remember so vividly, my one friend, she really liked Linkin Park, so it would just always have the beginning noise of Numb or something like that. Why are you saying AIM like that? I like saying AIM instead of AIM. That's just how I referred to it. Because you don't pronounce MSN like you know, like I like saying AIM. It's just more, you would know what I'm talking about if I say AIM instead of like AIM. MySpace. Yeah, I had... MySpace was also an interesting time. That's actually... Neopets and MySpace and Zanga were the ones that taught me how to, like, customize a website. I started to use, like, HTML and, like, codes and stuff, and... Zanga. Yeah, Zanga's definitely more of an older thing, so... If you're like my age or older, you would remember that, but blog sites were fun. Or like, I miss blogs. I miss when blogs used to be popular. I like reading blogs. I like reading what people have to say. Your top friends. I think, yeah, that was an interesting time. Thank you for subbing with Prime. Symphonis Twitch, thank you. I liked using Tumblr a lot though, because you could customize your page and it would look really pretty, or you can make it look really troll. Photo Bucket. I wish... Okay, I had like an older Photo Bucket account, or I must have deleted a lot of the photos I uploaded on Photo Bucket because I didn't have enough space. But I uploaded so many things to Photo Bucket when I was in elementary school. I wish Photo Bucket retained all of like my drawings from elementary school, because that would have been a gold mine to see, but it doesn't happen anymore, so it's kind of sad. When people hacked your status? Oh yeah, I remember that. That was an interesting time for sure. You uploaded pictures when you were in elementary school? What? You think so? Yeah, I just like saving photos into Photobucket and like uploading them or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, forum culture was really popular back then too. I miss like, yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, Twitter is like something close to it, but I miss reading what people had to say, or just like more like blog type stuff. I really liked that time. Whatever happened to Tumblr? Tumblr got bought out by Yahoo? Was it? Yeah, and then it went downhill from there, and then no one used it again. And they started like flagging stuff, and they took out like everything, and it was just like hard to use, something like that, if I remember correctly. It's been a couple of years. Yeah, they banned a lot of things, and then they would like, I remember artists were really mad at it because their drawings would get flagged even though there's like no nudity or anything like that. Nothing, I don't know, nothing that should be flagged. It's just like a regular drawing, and it'd be like, this post is up for like revision or something, and they're like, what? And then they just all got off Tumblr as well. Oh yeah, people still use it now, but I think everyone moved to Twitter afterwards because it was just like an easier place to interact with other people and a nicer place to upload stuff, I guess. What website or app do I think will die? Like Tumblr? I have no idea. I don't catch up with trends anymore, or I don't like follow things closely enough to be able to really think about that. I feel like Facebook, yeah, I mean, I thought Facebook was just already dead. Like, I don't use Facebook. I don't know many people that use Facebook anymore. Snapchat will probably die. I haven't touched that thing in forever either. I feel like Instagram is going to die, actually. I don't like Instagram. And you know how they put, you know how on Instagram, like, where you used to, like, upload your pictures, they basically put, the button is now, like, for, like, advertisements and videos. I really didn't like what they did with that. And just, like, I'm not on Instagram to buy something, or, you know, like, I don't care what, like, I don't want to look at clothes on Instagram. I'm just here to like see what everyone's up to, or like what they uploaded. Yeah, it's like very ad heavy. So I feel like if anything, Instagram will probably die eventually soon. Thank you for the sub with Prime Foxybeard for 3 months. Thank you. Yeah, and then like random sponsored things will pop up on Instagram. Sometimes I'm like, oh cool, and then sometimes the ads I'm like, this is kind of creepy because this is something I was talking about not too long ago. Targeted ads, but yeah. I do like Twitter a lot. I've been on Twitter for quite some time, and I'm happy to see everyone use it more. You got an ad about grilled cheese after thinking about it at 3 a.m. You're just thinking, they just know you. You don't like Twitter? I mean, everyone has their own preferences of platforms, but I just like Twitter because it's very casual. Like, you can just say something and go. But yeah, I mean, it is very easy to make a Twitter account, and it's very easy for people to say whatever they want. But I guess that's just the thing with being online in general. you know, yeah. I think if anything, like, TikTok is the most time-consuming social media app I've been on. So I like refrain from going on it as much as I can, or else I know I'm gonna spend like an hour or like more on it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm not unhappy about with social media, but Twitter has made some changes that I didn't like too much. But you know, it's still pretty okay. TikTok's algorithm is amazing. Sometimes it's a little like, sometimes it's just weird, but I do like it. It's definitely been very personalized to me now, because all I see are like animals and food, and I like that. Are people using Twitter stories at all? Oh, the fleets. Not many people use it. They added it, but I don't think anyone was expecting it, nor do people really want to upload to it. Because Twitter is so casual, it's like you could just tweet about it anyway, that you were, like whatever you're going to fleet, I guess is the term. I love PictoChat. I miss PictoChat. I wish there was a PictoChat now. I loved sending... It wasn't PictoChat on the 3DS. It was like sending notes. If you guys remember that, but they took that out later on. I thought that was cute, and I would have a lot of fun sending my friends some, and then they would send me it back. Like every time I just opened up my DS, it was just nice to see. Was it Flipnote? That was cute. Yeah, fleets don't show up in your browser, so it's only mobile. But yeah, it's whatever. The little frog, yeah, it was really cute. I miss Flipnote. Flipnote was a good time. I miss short, casual things. Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram desktop version are all... I think Twitter on the desktop is fine, but Facebook definitely looks really janky, and Instagram is, yeah, definitely for mobile as well. Yeah, Instagram is pretty bad to navigate on a browser, I would say. From my experiences, I don't like. You haven't used your phone in like a half a year, so you just start using you just use the desktop version. Yeah, I mean that's fair. What's that cartoon website over long ago? What was that? Oh, that was my brother's girlfriend. I think they're playing TFT. So I'm pretty sure if you heard some yelling in the background, I'm pretty sure there's a bad thing going on in their TFT game. Or if you just heard the whoop, that was a BattleNet noise. That someone logged on. Does she live with us? Basically. It's like, my brother goes to visit her, and then she comes to visit us. It's like, she's here pretty often. Yelling. It sounded more like she was crying. So something unfortunate must have happened. Do I live with my parents? No, I don't. My parents are on the East Coast, and my brother and I, well, my brother moved to the West Coast first for school, and then I moved also here for school as well. Are they liking 4.5? Yeah, it's like every time I come out of my room, They've been playing TFT so far, so I'm assuming that they're having fun at least. How's Haru? He's definitely not meowing as loud as he used to, but he still is meowing a bit. I wouldn't say it stopped, but it's a lot more quieter than it used to be. Does he still not like being picked? Oh yeah, I haven't even attempted to like touch him because, you know, he's still unfamiliar with the environment, so I'm just letting him take it at his own pace, you know. And then when he feels comfortable enough to come up to me, then that will be the day, and I'll let you guys know. But yeah, thank you for the bits, Tyler. Thank you. Yeah, he's still adjusting for sure. I mean, he's eating, he's using the bathroom, all that, coming out to explore. So that's a good thing, but yeah, he's just still getting adjusted to it. Thank you for the sub with Prime Soar. Thank you. What made me want to get Haru? I was just browsing cats for adoption and I saw his eyes and I couldn't resist. I showed my brother and his girlfriend and I was like, guys, how cute is this cat? And they're like, he's very, very cute. And I was like, okay, so should I adopt him? And they're like, sure, why not? And I was like, okay. Have my pets ever made you tear up? Not in the sense where like they did anything to me for me to like feel bad about it, or like they've definitely done things where I just think it's cute, but not enough for me to cry. Maybe I've cried before thinking about how much I miss like my dog. But yeah, I don't know. You're leaning more towards the endearing things they've done? I think, like, it doesn't make me cry, but I definitely think it's very, very cute. Not much of a, like, I only cry when things are very sad or... Yeah, I don't think I've cried because anything was too cute or endearing, but definitely does make me feel some sort of way, like, too cute. Not sure if anyone asked, but what shows are you watching now? I actually watched a little bit of Startup, which is a K-drama. It was just more my brother and his girlfriend are watching it on TV, and I just happened to be outside when they're watching it. So I watched for like I probably watched for a good 10 minutes while I was eating my food outside, actually. I think they liked it. I'm not sure, but my brother was like, she's gonna start watching it with us, because I was watching while I was eating my food, and I asked some questions about it, and I was like, no, I mean, I'll probably just watch like a couple of minutes and go back inside my room, but it seems okay for what I was watching during the time. OMG, I'm watching K-dramas? No. There's no way I would spend my time watching K-dramas again. It's just too time consuming for me. But if it's on TV, I'll like watch a couple minutes of it and then I'll walk away. Games over K-dramas? Yeah, I like progression. It's just so hard for me to watch something because I'm not doing anything. Like, at least for games, even if I'm being a total, you know, gremlin in my room, I'm still progressing in some way, you know? Like, there's progression in the games that I'm playing. Susie doesn't age yet. Susie's very pretty. Bye, Junior. You just watch Itaewon Class, it's fine, but it's very long, you can't, yeah. I know a lot of people that like Itaewon Class, but it was just... They didn't like the ending, I think. Thank you for the sub, David. Thank you. It's hard to get yourself to really sit down and watch shows and animes for most of the time. Yeah, same here. If you don't finish a show in one binge speedrun session, then it's done. Yeah, that's me too. It's like it's either like a one and done, you know? I just finish the whole series in one sitting, or I watch an episode and I'll just never go back to it ever again. Same for anime too? Yes. Same for, it just goes for anything, any series that you can watch. Unless if it's an ongoing anime, then I will probably catch up with it if I really like it. So the only one that I've done that for recently was Demon Slayer. But other than that, the last time I watched anime was probably Erased, because Erased was out during that time. When I watch animes here and there, you know, the ending of Erased was very whatever, but I did catch up with that every week. And before Erased was probably Free or something, or Haikyuu, like way back when, like in 2013, probably 2013, 2014. No, I've never watched My Mister. I have not watched K-dramas. Like, any of the popular ones within the past 5 years, I have not watched. I've heard of them a lot, but I have not watched them. Do you like One Piece? I love One Piece. One Piece is really good. One Piece is definitely a time sink and a big commitment, but I promise you that it'll be a very good time commitment, and there's a reason why One Piece has so many fans still strongly to this day. But yeah, it takes a long time to get into. Jujutsu Kaisen's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm waiting until Jujutsu Kaisen's over so I can binge watch it. Yeah, if you want to watch One Piece, big time sink. If you want to read One Piece, still a big time sink, but if you read fast, then it will definitely be shorter than watching, you know, like 900 episodes. You know the manga about the One Piece anime is so slow. Yeah, that's how it usually goes, though. Lots of fillers, things like that. You wish some of your friends would give One Piece a chance, but it's understandable why they don't start. I mean, yeah, I understand that too. But I've also had friends that like love One Piece so much. I remember back in high school, I introduced my friend to One Piece, and he really got into it. And then he started. I think he rewatched One Piece 3 times in the same year because he liked it so much. And I was like, okay, I mean, if you like it that much, sure, but, you know. I mean, I guess nothing better to do in high school, right? Besides play League of Legends and watch anime. This is just a hoodie. League cinematic tomorrow. Hopefully it's good. Oh yeah, Scar was telling me new League season tomorrow as well. So yeah, maybe the cinematic will be good. I mean, they're usually pretty decent, I would say. Nothing beats Blizzard. Blizzard cinematics, I feel like. The color's not here now. It's blue, but it's dark in my room, so you can't really see it. It's definitely more noticeable when it's light outside. You feel overwhelmed with the amount of good anime to watch. At the moment you can't commit to watching anything. It feels bad. I mean, you can always take your time. Like, you don't have to rush to watch an anime currently. But it seems like Jujutsu Kaisen is the hot anime of the season so far. Thank you for subbing with Prime. No, really, thank you. The cinematic can show the new, might show the new champ. Oh yeah, there's a new champion in League now. I remember seeing her. She's like a support or something. Or is there another new champion? I don't know. I haven't looked at League in quite some time. Thank you for subbing with Prime Wise Boy. Thank you. Vigo looks like a Genshin character. I have no idea who that is. They have to release a Rune King soon. They're making a game about him. I see. Now that you started WoW, would you consider playing any other MMOs? You'd highly recommend Final Fantasy. I don't know if I can play Final Fantasy because of the camera, and I have tried playing it before. WoW is definitely doable because you can zoom out really far, and you can basically play top down. Actually, whenever I dungeon, I am playing top down, basically, but with games where I have to play like almost in first person, like it's a very close third person camera angle, it's a little hard for me to play. What song is this? It's Route 201. It's from Gen 4. Do I still play WoW these days or has it slowed down? I'm still playing. I'm going to play today. I'm trying to get my dungeon mount by this week, by the end of this week, or before the reset. And then, just in time for the PoE League start, and then, you know, I can go on with my month of continuous games. But I don't know what I'd play after PoE. I think then I'd probably go full cycle and start playing League of Legends again, if anything. That's what I think, at least. That's always my usual cycle. I always go back to League. When there's nothing else to play, League of Legends is always there for you, I guess. Do I still play MapleStory? I play MapleStory very occasionally. But yeah, sometimes I will play. I was supposed to play during the holiday season, but I didn't. I think the last time I actually played MapleStory for a couple of days was in September, I think? September, October? Show Cat or Riot. Hi Fraggy. He's underneath my bed sleeping, so I can't. Have I watched June's Kitchen? Their cats are adorable. Yes, I have. Super, super cute. Have I played Korean MapleStory before? Yes, actually, because my brother had a Korean MapleStory account, so I played before. Do I have an art station? No, I do not. You can zoom out pretty far if I recall correctly, and it's free up to the second expansion. I actually had, who was it? It was Jay that kept trying to sell Final Fantasy, like the idea of Final Fantasies, like, because everyone quit WoW, or like a lot of people quit WoW, and he was like, guys, have you ever heard of Final Fantasy 14? And I was like, I thought he was just asking because of, you know, just out of curiosity, like if any of us played before, but he's like, yeah, like you can play with other people. You guys, you know, ever think about trying it out? You guys want to play? I was like, Final Fantasy gives me motion sickness, so I can't. I mean, I've always played WoW with my group of friends that I usually play games with. So I played a little bit with OTV here and there, but I didn't. I had my main group of friends that I usually play with. It's where all WoW players immigrate when they see the light. Is that so? I mean, Final Fantasy is very pretty for sure. Like, I love the character customization in Final Fantasy, but hard for me to get into those types of games, I feel like, because I just never grew up with MMOs. So it has to be very convincing, or like a lot of my friends have to be playing for me to want to get into it. You like Final Fantasy 11 more? I've never played that either, but I mean, I've never played any Final Fantasy game. The only Final Fantasy related thing I've watched Final Fantasy movies. So that's my general knowledge of Final Fantasy stuff. Whenever I watch people play Final Fantasy games, and you know, like the low poly models of Cloud, it's probably like a Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 7. I don't know how the remake looks, but it's probably like one of the older Final Fantasy games, and it's just like Final Fantasy Cloud. Yeah, like, it's so crazy how Final Fantasy games became like this low poly model of Cloud into what he is today. He's definitely had a big glow up. Nice city, thanks, Kelvin. I watch Final Fantasy movies. You're sorry that you wasted your time. No, actually, Final Fantasy Event Children, that came out, I feel like, when I was in elementary school. It was a really, really good looking movie. Like, the graphics were really good for its time. So it definitely wasn't a waste. I was admiring how nice everyone looked in that movie or cinematic. It didn't age well though. I see. I mean, yes, Square does make pretty things. Meanwhile, you're here buying a Final Fantasy VII Polygon figure in 2020. Honestly, it's very nostalgic though. It was a sequel, but so the story must have been a little weird. Yeah, it wasn't hard to follow, I feel like. Yeah, I mean, the animation, if I looked at it now, it probably, you know, I'm gonna go look at a screenshot. Final Fantasy Event Children. Yeah, like the graphics look so good. Even the screenshots I'm looking at now, like, wow, for its time, it was really, really nice looking. Pretty good. Square Enix makes really, really pretty things. Did I watch Digimon as a kid? Yes. My favorite Digimon was Renamon. I thought Renamon was the coolest thing in the world. I don't remember who my favorite character was though. And I thought Renamon's like Digi-Evolution was like the coolest one also. Thank you for the 8 months, Skedaddle. Thank you. Did I watch Digimon Try? No. I just watched like I don't know what was airing during the time when I was really young, but that's when I was watching Digimon. Can't be both a Pokemon fan and a Digimon fan. Honestly, I'm more of a Pokemon person. I mean, you can tell I'm more of a Pokemon person, but I thought Digimon was cool back then as well, but Pokemon is just more captivating to me, at least. But I think all the Digimon also look very cool as well in terms of design. I played what was that mobile game that came out for Digimon? I was into that for like a couple of days, I would say. I don't remember it too much though. I just remember everyone was... I'll have to ask my friend. I don't know if you guys played the Digimon mobile game. Digimon... what? I think they made a Digimon remake recently, because I feel like I watched Celine play a Digimon remake game not too long ago. Maybe like a year ago? But I'm not too sure. You think your passion for Pokemon peaked in Black and White and died when resellers got into cards? Ah, I see, I see. I feel like my passion for Pokemon peaks every release, every main game release, actually. Thank you for the 2 months, Cal. Thank you, thank you. You've never completed a Pokemon game before? I mean, that's fine. You don't have to complete a Pokemon game to know it or like it, or, you know. Sometimes, you know, it's just not your type of game, and that's fine as well. Your favorite was Soul Silver. Soul Silver is a really nice remake. You hope that they keep something like the roguelike thing in the next Pokemon game? Maybe. I feel like they would add it in the DLC again. Probably not for the main game. You love the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC, but your OG favorite is Ruby and Sapphire. The DLC, the new one, was not bad. The first DLC, boring. I mean, I played like on the first day only. But yeah, the whole cave thing was pretty fun, I would say. But Gen 2 and 3 are probably my favorites when it comes to older games, because that's what I grew up with. Thank you for subbing with Prime. Yes, thank you. What happened to Pokemon Go? I think a lot of people still play Pokemon Go, but it's just that the people that I know don't play Pokemon Go. I don't play Pokemon Go either because Pokemon going outside, I'm not doing that, so there's no way I'm gonna go travel a little further to catch some, like a Charizard or something. I can catch Charizard in my Pokemon, you know, like Let's Go if I really wanted to have that experience, so. You don't like how Ash looks now? You prefer the older one? I mean, yeah, they changed the animation style a lot for Pokemon. I definitely do like the older version as well, but the newer version is like more fluid and more easier to animate, and like the direction that they're going with, at least. I don't have any air fryer recipes. I don't have much to share. Like, non-air fryer recipes I probably have, but air fryer, like specific recipes, I don't. And some people are really hardcore about Pokemon Go, and you know, I respect it. Gen 5 Ash is pog running. I didn't watch Gen 5. But I only watched up to Gen 3, which is Pokemon Advanced Battle? Is that... If I'm like playing the theme song correctly in my head, I think it was Pokemon Advanced Battle. I'm still on season 1 of Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon's a really cute anime. I watched a couple episodes of it. Very cute, very wholesome, I would say. If you want like a nice, lighthearted Pokemon show to watch. But whenever I get bored, sometimes I just open up Netflix. I don't know if they still have Pokemon up right now, but I always watch a couple episodes of Indigo League. They do. I see. That's good. You haven't played a game since Diamond, and you got a big culture shock with Sword and Shield. Oh yeah, it definitely has changed quite a bit since Gen 4, so I can understand. Yeah, Greninja's XY. You haven't even caught up with the new Pokemon? I was gonna watch a Twilight Wings episode because it had, it looked good, but I forgot what it was. I kept seeing some clips of it on Twitter. It might have been about Marnie and, No, I watched the Nessa one. What's his name? Like, his name slipped my mind. Marnie's older brother. Spike? No, it's not Spike. Piers, yes. There's like an episode about Piers, I think. But I don't know if it's been released yet or not. Thank you for the 10 months, Rensington. Thank you. My top 5 Pokemon types. Dark. Ghost. Ice. I think those are like my favorite types. And then... Edgy types. Okay, I'm not trying to be edgy, but it's just like the typing I just end up liking. Dragon? Yeah, I like dragons, but I wouldn't say like all the dragons much. I like water and... last type. Dark, ice, ghost, water, and I do like fairy types, but I also really like grass types as well. Then I don't really use grass types in my teams. Oh, I do like steel. I would pick steel. So dark, ice, ghost, water, steel. I would pick those types. Steel has a special place in my heart because Steven. If I could pick any character in the world to marry from the 2D world, I would pick Steven. Even though he would probably pick a bunch of rocks over me, I would pick him. How about N? I like N, but I don't think he's like husband material to me. Pokemon I can't stand. If I had to pick from Sword and Shield, I didn't like Ice Cube. Thank you for the sub with Prime Munching. Thank you. Bruxish is not a very good looking Pokemon either. Oh, I don't like Spinda a lot because that route going to whatever town it is, I can't stand going through the ash. I don't like Spinda much. Because, you know, you're trying to find a Skarmory in those patches of grass and all you find are Spinda, it's a little bit enraging, I feel like. I don't like hearing Spindas much. Yeah, Fall Arbor. Wurmple is cute. I don't mind Wurmple. Bidoof, I don't mind either. Very great HM user. Wouldn't have it any other way. I'm trying to think of like other gens. But I don't think I really have anything that I dislike. Lucario. That's odd. I feel like everyone likes Lucario or is pretty indifferent about it. What's my favorite Pokemon from the favorite types I chose? Dark type would be a toss-up between Umbreon and Houndoom, probably. Those were my favorite Pokemon in Gen 2. Ice type, I would either say like Froslass. Lapras counts as like water / ice, I guess. So Lapras would be for those two. Yeah, Alolan Vulpix is really pretty as well. Alolan Ninetales. And let's see. Yeah, water type, I would probably just say Lapras straight up. Steel type, Skarmory is probably my favorite steel type. Ghost type, Froslass, or I like Banette as well. Yeah, Steel also, I like Mawile as well. Where does Lugia fit into all this? I mean, Lugia's flying psychic, but I do love Lugia a lot. Yeah, Gen 2 has a lot of my favorite Pokemon. Who are my favorite trainers besides Steven, since that's a given? What do I like? I like the End a lot, and I liked your rival in Black and White. Actually, I like Hugh, and I actually like the rival from Gen 2 as well. I love Kabu. I love Kabu from Sword and Shield as well. And yeah, that's like the most I can think of out of trainers. I like a lot of the girl gym leaders too. I think their designs are really pretty as well. Cause I grew up with Nintendo pretty much throughout my whole entire life, so yeah. Yeah, Nessa's really, really pretty. I grew up with the Game Boy Color, N64, GameCube. My family never bought anything else but Nintendo. I don't know why. I don't know if my brother even asked to buy anything like an Xbox or whatnot. We just stuck with Nintendo consoles, so yeah. Oh, I remember going to the Pokemon Center in New York City for the first time. It was a really, really cool experience. And then when I went to the Pokemon Center in Japan, I was like, oh my god, this is so freaking cool. Hi Dot Dot. Am I watching Jujutsu Kaisen? I'm not gonna watch it until it's all caught up. Or, well, the season is over, so I can binge watch it at it. Oops, didn't mean to do that. How long am I streaming for today? I'm probably gonna end really soon because I need to go dungeon in WoW. So my friends are gonna be all not busy. So that is my time to go soon-ish. Yeah, it's WoW time soon for me. Haven't been reading One Piece. I haven't caught up with it for a very long time, but I definitely do want to, so yeah. That could be a fun use of time to do the favorite Pokemon per type picker. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that next time when I have nothing better to do, but I'm about to end pretty soon, so yeah. What I usually play if I'm not playing a Nintendo console game, I'm playing a PC game. I don't really play I did buy a PS4 to play Project Diva on, which I did play for a couple of times, but I think my brother uses the PS4 because we split the cost on the PS4, so it's ours, and he uses it much more than I do. For YouTube, do you think you could do a skincare? I could do one if you want one, for sure. There's not much that goes on with it, but it would be a very short video. I will let you know that. I don't do too much, I would say. For now, at least. How's the wild grind going? It's going good. Remember that Q&A? Yeah, I still have to do that too. I know. I've seen all the questions and I've read the writ, so I just, have to pick and choose which ones I feel like answering. For some reason, skincare routines are fun to watch. I don't think mine will be very fun to watch, but, as long as maybe it'll be helpful to someone, so I wouldn't mind. I would not mind. Let's see, who is streaming right now? Wow. Everyone besides... I just looked at my followed channels and you guys are right. Everyone is streaming Rust. That is so crazy. But it seems like a fun... Or like, if they're having fun with it, that's good. Rust meta. Yeah, I know, like one of my good friends really liked Rust, even from like before, and he would always play, and I'm like, I don't know how. I tried playing it actually because he was so into it, so I was like, alright, I'll give it a shot. It was like it was like a year ago when I tried it out, and I could not do it. Actually, it gives me really bad motion sickness, so I ended up refunding it, but I was just like, I can't play this game. How do I feel about my role-playing ability? I can put some pretty bad accents, like bad attempt to do some accents. I could probably do that, but I don't think I would be very good at RPing. Thank you for subbing, so thank you. Demonstrate accent. I'll have to do it some other time. I don't know. It depends on like what mood. I feel like my accent that I start talking in sometimes is just like a mixture of accents that I've heard over time. Do I ever get motion sickness watching other people play? Yeah, I do. A lot of the time, actually. Am I talking when I slightly go British? Kind of, yeah. I actually watched a video on how people talk with accents. I think it's an Australian accent. And I was like, very interesting, or like the way that they pronounce things. Can I do a Mario accent? No, I can't. I definitely cannot. Motion sickness sucks, that's why you stopped playing Raze as much. Raze looks fun to play in Valorant, or like making those montages. Who is it? Who's the name? Like Flights or something like that? That Raze player. I remember seeing his montages when Valorant was like kind of newish. Yeah. My aunt accent? What is this clip? I mean, I don't really want to watch a clip of myself, but what is this clip title? Okay, I'll just open it to see what it is. Oh. Yeah, if you guys have watched me play some Pokemon, I do some voice acting. I'm pretty, I dabble into it sometimes. Very humble, yeah, for sure. Okay. I am going to send you guys to Celine because she's playing Rust and, you know, have fun. I don't know. Are they all like role playing on a Rust server or something? I don't know, but you guys can have fun and watch Celine play some Rust. Either that or PvPing. I see Raid, Star Smitten. Stick around, say hi, and you know, have a good time. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. I'll be back. I don't know when. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. Actually, it depends on when I wake up. But yeah. Bye, guys. Have fun.